So okay, here's the thing. If you're a fan of Harry Potter and you've been paying attention, then you've probably heard of Ilvermorny. If you haven't, then here's a brief rundown. Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry is basically Hogwarts for North America. It's the resident wizarding school. It's located in Massachusetts, and the 4 houses, Horned Serpent, Wampus, Thunderbird, and Danny DeVito, are based on 4 real-life different Native American mythological creatures. However, there is a bunch of problems with this school. Not to get too nitpicky, but get out of here, you. It basically just boils down to Ilvermorny being written by a British person who isn't an American and hasn't really done any research or enough research into the place that she's basing her school in. Now, while I am Canadian-born and I will eat poutine and spell color with a U until the day that my maple heart stops beating, I feel like someone is going to have to instruct the world on how the American wizarding education system should be run, and it might as well be me. Disclaimer, most of this was come up with by someone I know named Justin, so credit goes to him. So, the story begins in 1901, when, much like the Minister for Magic in Half-Blood Prince, the president of the MACUSA comes to the newly elected Theodore Roosevelt. The conversation goes something like this, albeit paraphrased. So, magic is real and there are wizards, but you can't tell anyone. Awesome. How can you learn magic? Well, you can't learn it if you're a no-mage, but we do have a school. Oh, really? Yeah, it was founded a couple of 100 years ago by an Irish witch. Wait, we have a wizard school and it wasn't even started by a red-blooded American? Well, yeah, but screw that noise, I'm starting my own wizard school. Okay, you definitely can't do that. You're not even a wizard. Who's going to stop me, my good man? Stupefy. It takes more than that to bring down a bull moose. And then Roosevelt punched him, and it was awesome. So, Roosevelt started building a new school. Welcome to the Roosevelt Liberty School of Witchcraft and Freedom! It's got 3 major improvements on Ilvermorny. First of all, it was founded not by some Irish witch, but by Theodore the Awesomest Roosevelt! Secondly, it's located not on some mountain in Massachusetts where there's already a muggle thing, but in that most American of American places, Texas! And because it's Roosevelt we're talking about, it's on a nature reservation. Third of all, America! Now, much like less awesome wizarding schools, like Ilvermorny or that British one, Roosevelt Liberty has 4 houses. However, unlike those schools, Roosevelt Liberty's houses are named after ideals and principles, rather than people or creatures. The 4 houses are
Gun Bear, Eagle Crown, Camel Wolf, and Skelesaur.
These 4 houses can be roughly compared to the 4 British houses, and they all have their own colors. Gun Bear, obviously, is comparable to Hufflepuff House, and the colors are red, white, and blue. Eagle Crown is Gryffindor, and its house colors are blue, red, and white. Camel Wolf, being Ravenclaw, has the house colors azure, crimson, and eggshell. And the best one, Skelesaur, is like Slytherin and has the colors white, blue, and red. Skelesaur is my house, and our motto is, "We're not evil," with the middle word being taped in after the events of the First Wizarding War in the 80s. Students are invited to join the school by a large grey wolf materializing in their house and delivering the invitation. The sorting ceremony is a little bit different from the British one's brain hat and Ilvermorny's creepy glowing statues. At Roosevelt Liberty, this is how you get sorted into your house. First of all, they bring you into a large, empty room with targets shaped like the 4 houses' mascots hanging on the walls. Then, they give you a can of Bud Light, hand you a sawed-off shotgun, spin you around 3 times, duck, and yell, "Shoot!" Whichever house you hit, that's your house. Much like Ilvermorny, if you hit more than one, you can select which house you enter. The wands from Roosevelt Liberty are slightly different as well. While wands in the British Isles are usually created by Garrick Ollivander and his family, wands over here are made by the legendary wand maker Tex G. Savage. The G stands for the national anthem. His wands are shaped differently from the ones used by British wizards as well. Savage wands are much thicker than Ollivander ones, and for convenience in aiming, have an angled handle and grip. They're also usually painted black or silver. Wand cores used by Savage include bald eagle feather, possum tail, rattlesnake rattle, and Sasquatch hair. This goes without saying, but the American students use eagles, not owls. The current head of Roosevelt Liberty is Principal Kennedy, who was in Camo Wolf when she was a student. The list of available classes is similar to the British one, but with some different names. For example, Muggle Studies is called Nomad Studies, and Arithmancy is called Wusscraft. History of Magic is split into History of American Magic and World Magic History, and the curriculum also includes Bald Eagle Training, Monster Truck Rally, and Spanish. The school uniform features standard wizarding robes, but with the addition of the holster for the wand, big leather hiking boots, and the pointed wizard hat swapped out for a selection of more traditional ones. And finally, instead of Quidditch, Roosevelt Liberty does quad pot, which is a similar sport, but the ball, called a quad, is rigged to explode, and the goal is to get it into the end zone before it goes off. Wait, hold on, that part's not a joke, that's actually Harry Potter canon.
America!
Doesn't that sound so much better than Ilvermorny? Come on, be honest now. Alright, thanks for watching and don't die.